Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of Easy Eats for Everyone. Today we're going to be talking 2-ingredient dough. Before we get started, please remember, pull your hair up, wash your hands, and if you can't social distance, please grab a mask. We'll see you in just a moment. So 2-ingredient dough has, you guessed it, 2 ingredients. The key to this is self-rising flour. You can buy this pretty much at any grocery store, Aldi's, Wegmans, Tops, what have you. You can even find it if you want it in a larger quality at some of our distributors. 2-ingredient dough has everything you need already into it, which means you don't have to add any baking soda or powders or any yeast, anything like that. It is ready to go. For this 2-ingredient dough, we're using 1 cup of the self-rising flour and our second ingredient, 0% fat Greek yogurt. Make sure you're using plain. If you by mistake get vanilla, you're just gonna have a sweeter dough. But for pretty much everything you're gonna use, you're gonna wanna use the plain yogurt. For those of you that maybe are gluten-free or have a dairy allergy, you can get gluten-free flour. You can also get vegan Greek yogurt and make this the same exact way. For the yogurt, we're gonna do 3/4 cup. The nice thing about this dough is this is a protein-packed pizza dough. Greek yogurt is full of protein, healthy nutrients, and vitamins. So we're not just making a dough that's a filler, we're making something that's a filler in a good way. So let's get started. We already have 1 cup, again, 1 cup of our self-rising flour. And to that, we're gonna add 3/4 cup Greek yogurt. You can do this one of 2 ways. You could just pour it in. I'm going to put it in with a spoon. What's nice about this also is you don't need anything complicated at home to make this. You need a bowl, some measuring cups, and a spoon. This is not a dough that you have to have a dough hook and a professional mixer for. It's really just simple things. So we have 3/4 cup. You might need to adjust this. You might say, why are you telling me that? And that is because each Greek yogurt has sometimes a different milk fat content. Some yogurt is, for lack of a better terms, drier than other yogurt, which means you might need a little bit more yogurt in the process to make it really stick together. Once you put your yogurt in the flour, all we're doing is mixing. And we're gonna mix this up until it gets nice and choppy. And you see those pieces are starting to form here. This is almost like we're coating the yogurt in flour. And you might be thinking, Chef, this does not look like dough yet. It takes a quick second to do, but we wanna make sure that it's nice and choppy and somewhat mixed together. We're gonna use our finger and wipe off the spoon. Put that aside. Now the fun part. I tell people, when you wanna make this dough, have fun, and if you're angry, it's great to do, or if you just wanna have a workout, go right ahead. You're gonna take your fists and you're gonna kinda punch the dough. You're doing this because you're actually kneading it. Once you do that, you can take it and fold it over. There might be some extra flour on the bottom, not a bad thing. You just wanna make sure that all of the yogurt and the flour is mixed together. You can take this right out. We're gonna put the extra flour here. You see I have extra flour. If this is too sticky, just put a little flour down first. This one's not too bad, so we're gonna be able to just fold it over. You see, I also have a little bit of garlic. Some people feel like the yogurt gives it a funky taste, so if you add a little bit of garlic powder to it, that normally will take away from any yogurty taste. Gonna add a tiny bit of flour here. This does not have to be self-rising flour. It could just be regular all-purpose flour. It helps if it's the self-rising. We're just gonna keep on folding it over into itself. And then give it a nice good smush. Make it into a little ball. And ta-da! 2-ingredient pizza or pretzel or bagel dough. So 2-ingredient dough is something you can do a ton of different things with. The only thing that's really gonna change for the most part might be the ratios. And if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at our Easy Eats email. But some things you could do with your dough. We talked about pizzas. You have made those before. You can do pretzel bites. We've done bagels with it. You can even make sliders. And another little suggestion, you can switch out your Greek yogurt and use canned sweet potatoes. Same ratio, and make sweet yeast bread, which is delicious. Thank you for joining us here at Easy Eats. Remember, with Easy Eats, cooking should be easy and fun for everyone.